Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday afternoon, and I'm back with some more TTMs in the mail. I was excited to get these back. A few of them will qualify for the 1990s, 1970s Battle of the Decades contest. So hopefully Team 90s can start catching up here. These are they're all football players, actually. All these returns are football, so that's a good sign. And just so you guys know, if you guys watched my first video on the fan packs, just wanted to give you a quick update. I have been getting some in the mail. I've also gotten done with Major League Baseball and the NBA, so I just have the NHL to go for emails. I've also spent some time, because I noticed that some teams are notoriously bad at sending fan packs back. So I've been going through their websites and finding emails that either haven't been tried or at least haven't been documented being tried. And I've actually gotten a couple successes, at least verbal successes on emails, that I'll be getting stuff back from teams that have never sent anything back that I can tell. So that's good. So that's for different videos. So let's get to these TTMs. So the first one we're going to do is a 2 of 3 success in 10 days out of Seattle, Washington. The only thing that wasn't signed was the index card. This will be for Team 90s. I got Mr. Mark Bruener, tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He signed this 1995 Flair Ultra photo. And he signed this Score 1995 rookie photo. So you can see his signature right there. And on here, you have to kind of tilt it down a little bit because it's a little dark, but you can see it's like right here. So there's 2 from Mark Bruener. Again, qualify for Team 90s in our contest. I know Caleb's really good about checking out all of our videos, so thank you for doing that, Caleb. I appreciate it. The next one we got, this was kind of a cool one to get back. It's a 3 of 3 success in 21 days. Out of Sacramento, California. The address I sent to was Manteca, California. And the cool thing about that is that's one of the cities I grew up in when I was a little boy. So it's near and dear to my heart. And I was really glad to get this person back. So it's from Mr. Marvin Upshaw, Kansas City Chiefs, number 81. And so I got this, I can't remember what year this card was. This photo of the card, I can't remember anymore. But I got him to sign this one right here, Mr. Marvin Upshaw, and then I got this one as well. I think they both came out really good. It's nice that the uniforms were red in the photo because it really shows up with the black Sharpie. So Mr. Marvin Upshaw, of course, he was related to Gene Upshaw, who passed away, who was also an NFL player. And they're related to, I'm trying to think of what his name was. It might have been Willie Upshaw. I think it's Willie Upshaw. He was a baseball player in the 80s and 90s. And I actually have a TTM out to him, and I didn't know that they were related until I was researching him and thought, well, that's pretty cool. I can't get Gene Upshaw, obviously, but if I can get Marvin and Willie, I'll get 2 of the 3 Upshaws. So, pretty good return. Again, 3 of 3 in 21 days. Moving on, this is a 3 of 3 success in 10 days out of North Texas. And I want to say this one is a Team 90s qualifier as well. So we got Mr. Alfred Anderson, number 46. So he signed the index card, which is greatly appreciated. Looked like his Sharpie was kind of running out, so it's a little streaky, but it'll count for the contest. So we have this 1989 Pro Set photo of Alfred Anderson. You can see a signature right there. And then, because I wanted to make sure I qualified, I threw in this 1991 Score photo of Alfred Anderson, and you can see a signature right there. So got 3 of 3 from Mr. Alfred Anderson in just 10 days. It's not too bad. Okay, and moving on. These next two are really cool. Let me do this one first. These next two are really cool because they're old school players. So this first one is a 3 of 3 success in 10 days out of Cincinnati. And I have known that he was supposedly a heck of a football player, but to be honest, it was well before my time. I only knew of this person as a defensive coordinator, primarily for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know he's been a defensive coordinator for some other teams, but Mr. Dick LeBeau signed the index cards. Sincerely, Dick LeBeau, number 44, Detroit Lions. And had I been thinking, I would have gotten a card of his from the 1990s, but I was just excited, and when it came down to picking photos, I wanted to pick photos of his playing career, so oh well. So the first one I have is Best Wishes, Dick LeBeau, on this photo, which I thought came out really, really nice. And then the next one I got was it was a modern card, but the card was just fantastic, showing an old photo of him. And it says, "Good luck, Dick LeBeau." So I was happy to get those back. If anybody on my team's watching, he's a good signer. If you send to him, make sure you send the 1990s card so we get credit. I should have done that, but that's all right. So 3 of 3 from Dick LeBeau, including the wonderful index card. And then the last one for the day, the last one of our 5 returns for the day, I thought was really cool. And I remember seeing a fellow YouTuber get something similar, and I was just so excited that I actually got it too, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute here. So it's a 3 of 3 success in 10 days out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I've been on the run here of getting Pittsburgh Steelers, so it's kind of nice. You know, they're one of the biggest teams in the NFL, in NFL history, really. And so getting some of theirs is not the worst thing that you can get. So I got this Andy Russell, Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker photo, signed by him right across the center there. And I got this Andy Russell, Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker photo, signed by Mr. Andy Russell. Both came out really, really nice. And then he sent me this index card, which was just fantastic. So he says, "Hi, Brandon, go Steelers." And he said, "Andy Russell, 34 linebacker, team captain for 10 years, 7 Pro Bowls, Steelers MVP 1971, team defensive MVP 1968-1970. See, Vikings Super Bowl by 1 versus Cowboys, and we won both. So these were the 2 defensive MVP awards. He got the Vikings in 68 and the Cowboys in 70, and he said won both. And yes, he put Go Steelers with exclamation points of 6. Yes, 6 Super Bowls. So it's pretty cool because he did sign it right there for me. And then he inscribed all of this, which is awesome, to go along with these 2 photos. So that was definitely the highlight for me in these 5. I wanted to thank everybody who sent these back to me and autographed the items for me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little longer for me, but hey, we got a lot of returns, so that's good. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And as always, the address I used will be in the description to make it easy on you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed evening. Until our next video, see ya.